like this, right? You you have a normal life, and one day you're diagnosed with a chronic illness, and next thing you know, everything changes, right? Hello, ladies. Hello, hello. Welcome to the live. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let me know where you're watching from when you come in. I just tried to do my hair, but it's not. Anyway, okay, so that's what we're going to talk about and today, and I won't take a lot of your time today, but let's talk about that. That's actually why I had to start implementing a different way to generate an income, because that's what happened to me. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. And so my name is Miriam. I am a single mom who lives with multiple disabilities, who truly could no longer keep a traditional 9 to 5. It took a while to get used to the fact that I couldn't do that anymore. Just keep a traditional 9 to 5. We take it for granted, but honestly, I couldn't do it anymore. I tried pushing for many, many years. Even kind of condensing the time. I was like, okay, well, if I can't work a full time, maybe I could work a part time. Maybe, I could work a part time and maybe have a business on the side to complement, both of them. But I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest, and I know I'm not the only one who struggles with this type of just curveballs that life throws at you, right? So that's when I had to start looking for something else. I did have a business in network marketing, but the issue was really, being able to stay consistent with those type of income producing activities, which meant, bothering friends and family, friend requesting strangers, having to just chase people and having to build teams and having to do all those income producing activities. It was not the vibe for me, let me just tell you that. And so that is why, again, I started looking for something else. I was like, in my head, it made sense that it had to be something that I could do from home, that didn't require a lot of, hi guys, welcome, that didn't require a lot of time, and that was automated. That's what I needed. That's really what, like, my body was like, I'm not gonna be able to help you every day, so figure something out that could work for you. Really, hi guys, welcome. That could work for you on the background while you can't, so those were the type of compromises I had to do in order for me to be able to even think about generating an income. Thank you guys for the like, especially when you're, a single mom who has to figure it out all on your own. It's heavy and it's hard, and it's like, if I don't have my body to help me accomplish this, I have to figure out a different way. And so that is, hi Rafael. That's when I started looking for something, and that's when I actually found this blueprint. I actually ended up finding it on Facebook. It said it was 2 hours a day, that you could do from home or really anywhere there is Wi-Fi, and that was automated. So you would have an automated system to actually do the heavy lifting for you. And I was like, oh my God, like, say what? You said automated. That's what I needed. Like, that's what I was looking for. And so that's, I actually ended up reaching out to the gentleman who had made the post. And I was like, hey, can you let me know what this is and how it works? Like, can you get me some details? He was like, of course, of course. He sent me some details. And then he actually invited me to a webinar where I was actually able to learn everything, all the details about the blueprint, about how it will work, like how would I be implementing those 2 focused hours a day. And I was like, wow, I think this is it. You know what I mean? And I'm like the type of person that has to overthink everything. So I was like, okay, well, let me see, like I kept continuing to just watch. I was like, okay, well, let me see, like, how is he gonna do first, before I actually jump into it. I was like, okay, well, let me see. So, a few months went by and I was still trying to do my network marketing. I was like, well, let me try to figure out if I can actually do it, because at that time I was actually just working on that, and that's all I was doing. So I was like, before I stop doing this, let me just keep continue to watch. So that's what happened. I A few months later, I was like, okay, well, let me try it, right? I couldn't afford the entire program, so I actually just ended up purchasing the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint, which was only $300, and then I ended up upgrading to the Legacy Builders. And here I am now, letting you guys know. Hi guys, welcome, welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. And that's what I'm doing. And now, now I actually get to help other moms do their income producing activities in just 2 focus hours a day. Hi guys, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Only 2 focus hours a day, and I can help people stop living that, or surviving, really, because that's what we're doing. We survive that paycheck to paycheck life. And I help mamas just like me that are struggling with, disabilities and things like this, to actually build an automated income, and have an automated system that does all the heavy lifting for you on the background. And it has been a blessing. Thank you so much for the love. It has been a blessing. It has really made a huge difference on what I can do for my health, which was like the number one priority I had, because I was like, okay, yes, of course, your bills need to be paid and everything else. But at the same time, I was like, I need to heal. I really need to take the time to invest on my health and take care of my health. Hello, doll. Hello. And so that's what I was thinking, right? I was just like, I need to be able to focus on my health. And with this, I have actually been able to take more time on, like, if I have to exercise, if I have to just do some meditation when I'm in pain or whatever it is, I can actually stop what I'm really, I mean, I only work 2 hours a day anyway, but like at any given time, if I really could not do it, like sometimes if I'm not able to go live, I'm not able to go live because, fibromyalgia is such a excruciating disability. Like the pain is so excruciating. Sometimes I can't even speak. Sometimes I can't even talk. I mean, think. So the brain fog and all those cognitive issues that we get with fibromyalgia, they're intense, and sometimes it's just like it's bedtime and that's all I can afford for the day. But the amazing part is that my automated system is working for me 24/7, so I don't really have to worry about, like, oh my god, if somebody messages me and I don't feel good and I can't even think. No, my automated system is working for me. It's doing the heavy lifting. I don't have to be chasing people, bothering friends and family, and doing all those income producing activities daily. Literally, all I do is work 2 hours a day, and that's it. I mentioned, guys, to you, like, basically what I do in those 2 focus hours a day is I take 1 hour to create content. Hi, Jamie, welcome. So it was like 3 pieces of content, and then I take half an hour to join my audience live, to talk about the business, to talk about, to basically connect with you guys, right? And then I take another half an hour to take care of my emails and the comments on my posts, and that's it. That's all I have to do. There's nothing else I need to do in order for me to generate an income or have the system actually work for me, because it's a one-time setup and that's it. There's nothing else that you need to do. So that's basically how this works, and the blessing that I've actually have now to be able to implement something like this, where it's just like a simple step-by-step blueprint that you just follow. So it's like a learn and earn situation, right? And the most amazing part is that, yes, I am in business for myself, but I'm not by myself. There's an amazing community of 60,000 of us in the community now, actually, that are there for one another, to support each other, to encourage one another, and to do all those things. Plus, we actually do get weekly mentoring, daily coaching, you know what I mean? Like, yes, we're by ourselves in our business, but like for ourselves, because it's a business for us, right? But we're not by ourselves. Like, we have 100% support from our community, and it's just been amazing. It's been life changing. I'm not stressed out, you know what I mean, about work. I don't even feel like I'm working, because literally it's just I'm learning skills, implementing them, and in the same way sharing them with you guys, so that if it's something that you think will work for you, great, you know what I mean? So it's something, and it's amazing, because I actually am learning skills to be able to implement digital marketing, but without having to spend one single penny on digital marketing. Like I've been able to leverage social media to be able to attract people to my offers, to my products, to, you know, to the blueprint. So it's not a hard thing to implement. You know what I mean? If you guys do have any questions when you jump in, please make sure you put them in the comments. But really, all I wanted to do today is actually invite you guys. So if you have already, like, you know, if you're like, okay, I've seen enough, but I want to learn more, I want to see like the, you know, the actual company, the people in the company. That's why I jumped on today, because I want to invite you guys to come and check out this webinar that I mentioned to you guys on the post earlier. We're gonna be having it tomorrow, and it's basically a walkthrough legacy builders, what the program is and how families are actually automating their income. Again, it's not something that you have to stop what you're doing in order to be able to implement this, because, you know, we have had many people, you know, family members, women, men, that have actually continued to keep their 9 to 5, you know, for the people who actually are able to, you know, and then just implement this into focus hours a day, where it could be split between, like, if you have to go to work in the morning, you know, maybe half an hour before you get to work, you can, you know, do a little bit of the post side of it, or, you know, the content, or, you know, do the live, or do the, you know, the answer your emails or your comments, that it could all be broken down in the middle of your day. So you don't have to specifically do everything in those 2 focus hours a day. You just kind of break it down. And it's amazing, because it's not something that you're like, oh my God, I had to do this, and if I don't do it now, oh my God. No, there's no stress here. Like, this program was actually created by a mom of 6, grandma to 5. Okay, so to her, she was also in network marketing, and she was like, she had had enough, because she was always glued to her phone 24/7, responding to messages, hoping that she wouldn't miss a sale because she wasn't online all day long. And that's not what we want for you. We want simplicity. We want you to learn the skills to actually implement all of this, and really just work it in 2 focus hours a day, and then move on with your day, because your automated system is actually doing everything on the background for you. So that's what you guys are going to be learning on this webinar. So if you do want the details for the webinar, visit miriamsdailypay.com. The information, the website is actually on my description of my bio. Just go to the website, put the email wherever you want me to send you the link, and then you'll just have the link for the Zoom. You'll have the time for the webinar and everything, all the details there. Plus, when you go into the website, you'll actually get the free Freedom Formula Blueprint that'll help you follow a step-by-step guide and of a proven blueprint, and turn it into a profitable online business. So as I mentioned to you guys before, if you had already a business that you're trying to get off of the ground, because, hey, you need clients, right? This Freedom Formula Blueprint, which again is completely 100% free to you guys, will help you implement those skills to be able to do that, so that you can leverage that proven blueprint and turn it into a profitable online business. So you'll receive that completely free, and then you'll receive a video with all the details of the blueprint. It'll explain everything to you guys on exactly how it works. And that is basically it. After you finish watching the video, if you do have more questions, you can for sure reply to the email, and I'll answer your questions, right? But that's basically all I wanted to jump on for today, because, you know, better that you hear it from our mentor, you know, the founder of the blueprint, and better that you hear from our community. I'm sure you've heard me talk about it every day, but, you know, it always helps to see what's actually happening in the background inside the community. So again, if you want the details for the webinar, all you need to do is visit miriamsdailypay.com, so that I can send you the link for the webinar, and that's basically it. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to reply to that email when you get it. If you have Yahoo, AOL, I think it is, there's one more, but you know, those two, at least if you have any of those emails, it might go through your spam. So make sure you check your spam. But you know, once you get the email and you watch the entire video, if you do have more questions, again, all you have to do is reply to the email and go from there. But again, miriamsdailypay.com is where you actually get the details for the webinar tomorrow. And that's basically it. So I will see you guys tomorrow on the webinar. Go ahead and grab again the free freedom formula blueprints so that you can have that and actually start, you know, getting working on your business if you already have one. And then again, if I, you know, hopefully I get to see you guys tomorrow. If you see me online tomorrow, make sure you say hi to me. And yeah, let's just be on it tomorrow, you know, so that you can actually go ahead and learn all the details, you know, literally the walk through the Legacy Builders program and who is it for and who is it not for, and all the details on what you can achieve with it. Webinar, again, go visit miriamsdailypay.com to get the details, the actual link for the Zoom, and I'll see you tomorrow. You guys, thank you so much for being with me today. I hope you have a blessed night, and let's chat tomorrow. Bye.